watch out what you ask for, because you might just get it. Did you ever hear that phrase before? I know that I have specifically heard that phrase many times, and I questioned as to why that was something that I heard. It's like, of course I want the new car. Of course I want the marriage. Of course I want these specific things. Of course I want the degree. Of course I want the job. Of course I want the health and the body. But there's a caveat that comes with asking for these things. Asking for things better than what we have it to begin with. Asking for an upgrade requires an upgraded capacity to maintain what that is. If a high school graduate comes out of high school and says, I want to be a doctor, they do not just go through 1 year of school and then come out. No, they go through many years of training, many years, so they go, then they go to their residency, and then their fellowship, and it's a long process of becoming a doctor. And so, a student of this craft would not be named doctor until they went through many years of that severe training. But it's that whole time that they are being prepared and stewarded properly to be able to offer their gift and skill set in the way that was designed. When it comes to good stewardship, it's much like a garden. Because when you look at a garden, you realize that there's varying components to make it beautiful. It is not just one thing. But there's something in common. And the thing in common is that everything needs maintenance. It needs substance to grow. It needs water to flourish. It needs to be weeded and given nutrients and pruned so that more fruitful life can grow in that garden. And so we are much like this garden. And when we ask for something, let's say you ask for the car, well, you are going to grow the capacity in ways that might feel uncomfortable in order for you to maintain that blessing in your life. It requires maintenance, it requires money for fuel, it requires changing of air filters, headlights. I mean, the car is a great analogy for almost our human body system. And when you look at your car, your vehicle, it requires capacity, a large amount of capacity to function properly. And so if you're asking for something in your life, I challenge you, do I feel that I have the capacity to carry this the way that I desire to? And if the answer is no, good, because you're growing into that capacity. You're aware that it requires more than what you might think up front. It's going to challenge you to be better, to do better, to grow in the ways that you need to. And I know this all sounds pretty vague. I mean, you could apply this in your own life. Like let's say you get into a new relationship. And let's say it's the type of relationship that you genuinely want. It requires a capacity of you being able to show up in a healed sense of yourself, of being able to show up and acknowledge when old patterns are showing, and doing the work within yourself of showing up and loving someone else, which requires patience, forgiveness, kindness, love, many of these things. And so we say we want it, but then when we get it, we're like, oh my gosh, it's so much work to maintain. But good. Just like a doctor, when a student is in medical school on the journey of becoming a doctor, it is that is the process in which that is sculpting them to be able to carry the blessing of the gift of what they have to give. So hold fast to what you want and be careful for what you wish for, because genuinely, you can grow into the person capable of this. Oh my gosh, wow, I just saw this bird like diving in the wind. It was beautiful. That was just so... I've never seen a bird do that before. It just like dove in the wind and it just like spun. Wow, that was amazing. I don't know if you could hear them or not. Anyways, dive into it. Become the person capable of what you want. It's not going to be easy, but it'll be worth it. Might as well get the thing you want. Might as well become that. Might as well put your best foot forward and grow your capacity and learn to steward it well. Thanks for being here. Peace, love, and blessings to you. And I hope today is extra special.